Anybody squads playing today? I'm looking at the scores right now. You Welcome back, family, to the 2024 11th Annual Black Men Rock Image Awards Red Carpet Show. I'm your guy, Arrington Gavin. Look, I'm joined with some more great honorees for this evening. We have Mr. Mark Wright, who's receiving the Community Servant of the Year Award. Mr. Wright, what's going on, my friend? Doing great. Look, I love the drip, first of all. Man, look, first of all, I want to congratulate you on receiving your honor, man. You're doing so much here in the community. We know you as DJ J Rock because you be rocking the ones and twos, and a true icon in the community. But for one, receiving Community Servant of the Year, what was the reaction when you first heard about that?
Man, let me tell you, it was a whole lot. When it came to me, I was like, what? I just do it. I don't do it for to get nothing back. I just do it what I normally do. You know what I'm saying? If I can show you a way, if I can help the community, you know what I'm saying? Where I'm from P-Town, where I'm from it was so hard when I came up. We ain't had nobody giving back, you know what I'm saying? Everything was take. You know what I'm saying? So I still go back to my community in Cavalier Manor, try to give back to the kids, you know what I'm saying? I do all the cities. Wow. I do Hampton, I do Virginia Beach, I do Norfolk.
All the Hampton Roads.
I do all of them, all the 7 cities. And see, that's what came into, that's how I ended up doing poolside cooking.
Okay.
A TV show.
Oh, yeah. I know Ashley.
Yeah, right. I'm the DJ. Right, I'm the DJ of this. So I'm the music man. So I do the platform for the local artists. So I get the kids off the street with the workshops. Then I teach them a craft. So like I said, I've been doing woodwork, you know, DJ stuff, building speakers. Then I do all the slingshots.
That's awesome, man.
So,
and I was good. You kind of answered my question earlier. I was going to ask, you know, where did the gift, where the inspiration come from as far as helping out the community? I know you mentioned about your area.
Right, because we couldn't, I had to make my speakers back in the day. I didn't have the money. So, you know, as a young brother, I had to figure it out. And my dad always believed in me. My mom was the one that was like, oh, you don't need to do this, you don't need to do that. But my dad always believed me. He always took me under my wing. So that's how I became a longshoreman. I've been a longshoreman 34 years. Wow. So, like I said, I've been gifted, man. I just wish my mom and dad was here to see.
Absolutely. Well, I know they're watching and extremely proud, man. And again, it's an honor to stand with you receiving this award, man. Well deserved. I listened to your speech earlier, man. It was awesome. And so I just want to congratulate you. Welcome to the club as well, my friend. And I know we'll talk soon.
I keep doing it.
You have a blessed one, man. Right. And look, let me borrow that suit sometime, because blue. That's my color, man. That's my color. All right, y'all. Look, we having fun here on the red carpet. Look. Next up, we're going to keep it moving. We have Mr. Cuts. Hold on. Let me get my notes all set. Mr. Harold Cuts, who'll be receiving the Business Executive of the Year. Let's go. Mr. Cuts, how you doing, my friend?
How you doing, my man?
I'm doing great. The drip game is really dripping this evening. First, I want to ask, man, what was your reaction when you heard about receiving this honor?
As everyone else, very shocked. Very shocked. But happy, thankful.
May I ask, what got you involved in business? How many years has it been? But I first want to ask, what got you involved in it?
I was kind of born into it. Executive, started in the entertainment field, music and sports. So the knowledge of being in the game for so long, basically really from 7 years old. So it just kind of a domino effect all the way into my life where I am now. So, yeah.
I love it. So what can you say, when you first heard Black Men Rock, what's the first thing that comes to mind for you?
Unity. That's something we definitely need. I like the unity amongst of black men. Today, gathering with the black men, I felt the vibes. I listened to some of the conversations, but the vibes, it felt inspiring, it felt powerful, it felt good, it felt strong, it felt encouraging. So, yeah.
I can agree with you on that one. Last year, I was honored to receive Entrepreneur of the Year. And when I'm in a room amongst so many just awesome brothers, and it's very inspiring, because for me, I know that Black Men Rock, right? Like, it's not a foreign thing, but it's foreign to, to our country, to society. Black men are always never looked upon as like, whatever, basically, right? So being in that room, feeling the vibes, connecting with them, knowing that you win in numbers, truly inspiring. I mean, every time I see a honoree hit that stage and, share their story, it's inspiring. So again, I just want to congratulate you. Welcome to the club, my friend, and I hope you have a great evening.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. You have a blessed one.
You too.
All right, family, and the list goes on and on. We have Mr. Chris Clark. He recently received, I believe, Community Servant of the Year as well. And so he again, looking clean, man. Looking clean. How you doing, sir?
Good,
First of all, I want to say congratulations on receiving your honor. I asked a lot of the honorees this. What was the reaction like when you heard about you receiving?
It was definitely shocking. I was not expecting that at all. As I said on the stage, I'm not one who likes the spotlight, and so I actually ignored Latrice for the longest time. I'm one of those people that, I'm like my own worst critic, and so for me, it was just like, man, like, who am I to deserve this type of award, especially being just so young in the game, as far as my career. But it was definitely a honoring experience just to receive the accolade. So I'm definitely honored.
Awesome. What got you involved in law enforcement?
Yeah, so the thought came in 2014, 2016. Just wanted to give back and help people. But 2014, you had the shooting of Mike Brown. 2016, you had Alton Sterling, Philando Castile, Sandra Bland. And I kind of shied away from it. I was like, man, I want to be a part of this narrative that police officers carry. And also, I didn't want to put my life on the line every single day. In 2019, came back around and kind of just did some really major self-reflecting of what it is that I enjoy. I think if you ask anybody what they want to do in the world or in their life, they say they want to help people. And for me, I couldn't center what did that look like for me. And so I had to take a step back and kind of think about some of the stuff that I do, how my brain works. And it came back to law enforcement. I used to work in a middle school that was in a very upper-class neighborhood, but majority of the students came from a low-income community. And so I was responsible for providing support for the entire school, but most of my kids, they came from that community. And a lot of them had stories where, parents were locked up and they've seen things and they're like F12 and all this stuff. I'm like, you're like 11 years old.
Exactly.
And so for me, it was, how can I get into a profession where I can make a change? I think a lot of people, they tend to complain about stuff, but they're not willing to go into the systems that we complain about to try to make the change. And for me, it was like, hey, how can I go and make the change? Not to say that I would change the entire trajectory of law enforcement, but I can make a small part. And for me, it was also, hey, how can I educate people who look like me when they have an interaction with the police officer to hopefully make that interaction better and hopefully change their perspective of how they feel about law enforcement.
Well, Mr. Clark, I'm inspired. I couldn't agree with you more on that one. I want to thank you for your service for one, because like you said, you risk your life for strangers. I mean, let's be honest. Like not a lot of people can say I'm gonna be a community hero to a sense. When it comes to crime, when people are in danger, we call on you. So again, I want to thank you for your service. Thank you for really being a true community servant of the year. And again, man, that's all I can say. Welcome to the club as well. You enjoy the rest of your evening. And I just want to be look, the man is clean. He a big guy now, so you act different if you want to. That's on you. Man, peace and blessings, boss.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, bless one.
Appreciate
All right, my friends, look, we got more and more here on the red carpet. We have Mr. Davis, Vincent Davis. He will be receiving, hold on, look, it's a list. Give me 1 second. I want to make sure I give him the proper introduction. He will be receiving the... Let's see, Mr. Vista. He'll be receiving the Financial Literacy Executive of the Year here at the 11th Annual 2024 Black Men Rock Image Awards. Mr. Davis, how you doing, sir?
Good. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. I'm loving the brown. Oh, my goodness. Come forward a little. So, look, you'll be receiving this prestigious award, man. What was the thought process? How was your reaction when you first heard you'll be receiving this award?
Definitely shocked. Definitely humbled because what I do, I don't do it for recognition or anything like that. I just do it for a genuine love and just want people to be educated so that they can make proper decisions financially.
When it comes, specifically in the black community, I feel as though financial literacy is still an avenue that the community lacks, right? When it comes, we're talking about affordable housing. When it comes to poverty, it's majority black people. When we get to a level where we want to try to achieve, some folks are saying, well, I'm fine just where I'm at right now. I don't want to try and better myself. And then, not all people, but when it comes to folks that are not familiar with money and they get their hands on a lot of money, what happens? They hit bankruptcy. They might hit they hit issues because they're not used to it. And I feel as though professionals like you, we need you in our community. We need you out there and to provide that. Has financial literacy always been a passion of yours as youth, or was it later years for you? Like, where did that mindset come from you?
I think it's probably been more in later years for me, and I think it was something that I never realized needed to be important. Growing up in the household, my parents would have conversations about finances, but it wasn't really like in a teaching mode. It was more of an argumentative mode as far as, you pay these bills, you pay that bill, so forth. And then next thing you know, you're thrown into college. And then you got these people walking around trying to offer you a T-shirt. Oh, by the way, sign this. Not realizing what that means. And we just go and blow right through that credit card, not even thinking about it. So it's so important that our youth, our black youth, understand what it means to balance a checkbook, understand what it means to have a good credit score and what that brings to the table. And so I have a business, Strength in Numbers, LLC. So on top of the financial literacy, we also do math tutorial services. We do accounting and bookkeeping services. But with the financial literacy services, it's so important to put that into the children's mind as well, so that as they move forward to possible college, they can make the proper decisions to say, okay, I'm going to make sure I get the best grades possible so I can go and chase after as many scholarships as I can versus taking out the student loans that's going to follow me for the next 20, 30, 40 years. So it's just so important that in our black community that we understand finances so that we can make healthier decisions.
Absolutely. Well, Mr. Davis, I want to definitely stay in contact with you. For one, I'm going to need to get his car right after we leave here. Let me tell you so. But because I like the clothes I wear. I like nice things, but it takes work for that. I want please give us your socials. How can we continue to follow with you? Because again, hey, look, we're finishing up 2024. We're entering into 2025. I know a lot of families out there that are probably really making wanting to make different financial decisions. How can people support, follow you here?
You can check us out on Instagram, Strength in Numbers. Also, you can check us out on the website, strength-numbers.com.
Awesome. Well, again, welcome to the club, my friend.
Thank you.
And well deserved. You have a blessed one. You too. All right, my friends. Look, I believe we might have some more interviews coming forth, but if not, this might be I think we might be finishing up. But I hope you all have been enjoying some of the great interviews here at the red carpet at the 11th annual 2024 Black Men Rock Image Awards. I am your red carpet host, Arrington Gavin. This is a true treat to speak with these fine men from different avenues, from the world of public service, from ministry, music, entertainment, business, you name it. I myself am a fellow honoree. I won last year for Entrepreneur of the Year, so it's very inspiring. Look, don't go anywhere, my friends. We'll be back with more great interviews here at the Black Men Rock Image Awards red carpet. See you soon. All right, family, welcome back to the 2024 11th Annual Black Men Rock Image Awards Red Carpet Show. I'm your guy, your host, Arrington Gavin. I'm also a former recipient myself, 2023 Entrepreneur of the Year. So I'm very excited to be back this time in a new role. I get to have conversations with some remarkable individuals like my next guest, Mr. Luce Chambers, Actor of the Year. Come on, sir. Come on, look at man. Let me tell you something. The shoes, the drip. First of all, I've been giving compliments to all our honorees, man. We brothers that can dress. Let me tell you something. Y'all are dressed.
No, this is it.
Look, this is just a little something I had to pull out. I got the call from Latrice. I said, let me see what I got. Okay. But man, how are you feeling right now? When the first reaction you had when you heard you were receiving Actor of the Year, Black Men Rock Image Award. What was the mindset? What was the thought process for you?
Honestly, I thought it was a nomination. I didn't realize, no, you're going to actually be receiving an award. But I feel honored and I'm grateful, and I'm glad to be recognized by someone in our community, not just anybody. This is huge. I mean, huge. So for me to be here in Hampton Roads, in the wonderful community that it is, and then with such intelligent, distinguished, inspiring men in our community, to have my name on a list with theirs, I'm very humble.
Let me tell you something, not to kind of, talk some more old stories about myself, but when I first heard about it and then being there, I ain't gonna lie, man, it wasn't a dry eye for me. It was just because it's really inspiring. I'm still, I always say, I'm still a young whippersnapper learning amongst, people that came before me. And like you said, you're being a part of a legacy of a group history of individuals that has accomplished so many great things, but just like yourself. So, and that's the thing. I always say, man, I still can't believe it. Believe it, because you received it, man. I want to ask, man, what got you started or involved in acting, in movies, in film? Like, what was your start?
Honestly, I wasn't even looking for this. I'm a musician. I'm still a musician, full-time musician. I play at my church, gig. here and there. I even produced for a little bit, but started with stage plays, and I was playing, music director for some plays. I wound up getting pulled on stage a lot to do shows, and from that led to films, and it's still going. So when I say I'm still in this shock phase, like, this is happening to me, I get to do this. So it's exciting, the journey. I love it all. It's art. So I get to have fun, be somebody else that I'm not, but I also get to sometimes tell a story, or help bring somebody's vision to life, depending on what the script is. So yeah, I'm having a great time, and I love it.
Can I just say, black men are winning right now in film. I just got to put that out. We've always been, but you're winning. My wife and I, we just recently saw Gladiator 2. And I'm like, again, when you look at just the greats from here, and I'm honored to stand here with you, again, being a part of that group, man, it's truly inspiring. How can people continue to follow you, want to support some of your great work? How do we, just keep on following up?
Great, thank you. Again, I'm on all social media platforms, Lou_Che, LU_CHAY, Lou Che. You will find me on all platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Oh, no, I just got off of Twitter. TikTok.
So did I. No,
I really did. Just got off. But yeah, Lou Che, LU_CHAY. Definitely.
Awesome. And look, I mean, if they're looking for an extra, somebody just to pose a little bit, like, why I'm just saying, you got my number. You got all right. Maybe see me on the big screen, y'all. But I want to congratulate you, my friend.
Bless you, man.
Welcome to the club, man. Well deserved, and you enjoy the rest of your evening.
I appreciate
all right,
you.
Peace and blessings, man. Peace and blessings. All right, we out, fam.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Latrice Carter, the host of the Black Men Rock Image Awards and Scholarship Ball. I'm so excited to be with Elijah Coles Brown. He is a phenomenal young man doing great things in the community and across this nation. So, hello, sir. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I'm glad to see you here today.
Good. Can you tell us a little bit about the award that you received and what makes you a black man who rocks?
Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Of course, that's the first thing I want to do, Ms. Carter. But this award is the Man of Influence Award. This means a lot to me because in my 10 years of public service and public speaking, I've received a lot of awards. I've received a lot of recognition. I'm someone who likes to stay out the spotlight and try to remain humble about the things that I do because it's bigger than me. It's not just about me and what I do, but it's about what my service does to actually inspire, encourage, and motivate the people that I'm speaking to. So the fact that I'm being recognized for influencing people means the world to me. And it's such an honor to be able to be here as a black man when we are, seen as, thugs and gangsters and all this other stuff in the media. But there's so many black men that are in the community putting the work forth to make change and to be the change that we want to be. So the fact that I'm getting an award for doing exactly that is just amazing.
And you are amazing as well. Now, I want to talk about the theme we have tonight, Roaring 20s, guys, if you could not tell. But this young man stepped out. And can you just tell us, how did you feel about going back to the 20s before any of us were born? Because I wasn't either. But how do you feel about going back to the 20s, an era where black excellence was at an all-time high?
I think it's both. When I first heard about the theme, I thought it was a double-edged sword because, in the 20s, you hear about Black Wall Street and you hear about a lot of the black excellence. But unfortunately, during that era of time, black people were scrutinized, we were demonized, and we didn't have nearly the same amount of rights and ability to do what we can do right now. So it's kind of a double-edged sword going back to that era, but being able to just kind of step out, have fun, and see so many of my own black brothers and sisters coming together and just dressing for the theme, it's amazing.
And you look great. Let me just say that. You look great. Thank you for all that you do in the community. And I just want to say from me to you, you are a black man who rocks.
Thank you so much, Ms. Carter.